sorry for the late uh, voiceover. I was kind of hoping that the replay would capture the voices of me and my son talking. Unfortunately, it did not do that. Um, so this was a good time for both of us. We very rarely get a chance to play video games together, and when we do, we just kind of do it for fun. But this one was one of our first wins ever together as father and son. You know, we haven't played much of this together in some time, and even when we did used to play often, we never really got any dubs. So this was actually a pretty cool clip. It was our last game of the night too. Probably also one of my best games to date. I can't remember exact amount of kills I put up. I think I put up 14 kills total. So definitely an amazing Fortnite game for me tonight. I'm really happy with how this all played out. My son was very responsive, listened well. You know, I wouldn't expect anything else. I mean, he's 15 and able to, you know, actually take orders, you know, like unlike when he was a little kid. Like, nah, Dad, I want to go do this. But nah, he did his job here today for sure. But man, it was just an absolute blast just to play with him. During this time right here, we were actually trying to find AR ammo. We could not find AR ammo. We found sniper ammo for everything, but we could not find AR ammo. So I was kind of like, man, I need to find something. And I was like in a really weird debate here because I had a purple Ranger, and you're gonna see me drop the gray MK here simply because I just need I need more damage output. So my son is like telling us, hey Dad, we need to get ready to go here. Storm is about to close. He's like, yeah, let's go take the cars, Dad. I was like, all right, cool. Man, as soon as we got over here, he saw the red car, said, nope, that's mine. It's like, dibs on the red car. I was like, all right, son, you do what you need to do. Now this was like not normal for me. Normally I would take the car in partly through to the circle. And I think here I actually drove it all the way like through part of the circle and whatnot. And, it was definitely a smart move on our behalf to let me lower that down a little bit. It was a smart move on our behalf to take two separate cars. And so when we did that, allowed us to kind of, you know, separate, you know, and kind of divide and conquer a little bit here. I got to get way better with the driving skills. It's just awful. Absolutely awful. I mean, then again, Fortnite cars aren't like known for their fantastic, you know, vehicles, you know, whatnot. Yeah, I finally managed to get out of here. I had a feeling like if I would have stood and tried to fight, I would have died for sure. And so during this time, I hear the Spider-Man whip behind me, and I'm like, man, this guy is really chasing me. Man, I get right up here, right? I take off right around this corner. My son goes, Dad, wait, I'm actually trying to catch up. Wait. I'm like, what? It's like, what happened to your car? He's like, oh, I got rid of it. I wanted to get the Spider-Man gloves. I'm like, son, he's like, I said wait. I was like, last minute you said wait. Dang, sir, come on. We had looked at this part. We thought about maybe going to hit the volcano. They were like, nah, we shouldn't. Let's keep moving. And so we just kept it pushing. Absolutely funny that I hit the pig there, and it was like, hey, you got hunted wildlife there. And normally I would not push this side tilted. This would be 100% honest. I would normally never do this. But something was just in me. I was like, no, we gotta go. We gotta get these going, man. We gotta get, you know, we gotta get pushy instead of trying to play the safe game all the way through. And don't get me wrong, I still played it safe because it was a numbers game. You know, I didn't know exactly what I was looking at. So I popped my shots where I could. I wanted them to come out and try to, like, you know, take their opportunity. And I waited because I only saw one, so I figured maybe that they were flanking. So I was like, okay, well, let me reload, make sure everything is good. All right, bet. Let me try to find the right weapon. Maybe I can surprise him. My son says, all right, Dad, I'm going in. I was like, all right, cool. I got your back. He goes in there and starts fighting right away. And he shreds them. But I end up coming through and getting the kills here. I mean, my son was assisting, though. He was putting in that work. I can't build. My son can build. I cannot build whatsoever. And it was like he understood his part. He knew that. He was like, hey, man, my dad can't build for anything. So, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and take care of that business. And I was just going to shoot. I don't think I built one time this match. Maybe. I can't remember. Like, I like to shoot. That's my thing. I love shooting. So we were looking at shields. I know he was low on health. I told him there was a shield here. If he wanted to come get it. I think at this point he was trying to take some health. He's trying to take some health. Sorry for the little blip there. I'm still learning how to do all this recording and whatnot. And sorry if I'm over speaking too. I'm trying to do this voiceover thing, you know, because our voices aren't in here, which would have told a so much better of a story than what I could have. And my son is just awesome. So he's one of those kids that you want to do that. I don't know what I was thinking about popping shots there, because I knew that was going to piss off the shark. And I'm glad I couldn't reach my son, but man, I was like, I didn't think that through. And I think I apologized to him at that point. I was like, son, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And so I was like, man, let's just get out of there. Let's keep pushing. So we changed course at this point. And man, the biggest problem that I had with this match was we could not, for the life of us, find AR ammo. So whatever little I could, man, I just, you know, did what I could. So my son saw those people there. He's like, Dad, let's get them. I was like, all right, cool. We turn this corner. We realize that they're inside. He stops. He hops out. Didn't even tell me he was going to hop out. He just hopped out. He's like, nah, we getting at him. And then I go ahead and down this guy. This guy comes in. I jump over. I try to blow up the car. It doesn't really work, right? I just noticed that my son's pulling aggro. I was like, that's it. I'm going in. And so jumped over, saw the opportunity, and, you know, I mopped up the team. Right there, we got 7 kills. And I'm doing work. My son's like, Dad, like, come on, man, I need to get some kills. I'm like, look, it's a team effort, son. He plays defense, I play offense. You know what I mean? We just all each play our part. And so this whole time that we're here now we're just trying to figure out, okay, well, we need to find AR ammo. Like, without fail, that's what we need to find. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head over here. I'm gonna try to find what I can. And I think I start to see steps come up. Yeah, I start to see the steps coming up. Like when you play the game, you see the steps of where your enemies are coming from. And I was like, nah, I need to take over that. Well, I don't know what this person was thinking, but they started breaking through. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just hide back here, wait for it, and then I'll pop my shots where I can. And so as soon as they came up, I was like, all right, bet. I think my son got that knock. So I was like, all right, bet. Good job, son. Good job. And so we heard other shots. I don't think we went and fully engaged here. We healed. And then he went inside, got some stuff. We dipped out the back door, I believe, here. And we're like, nah, we're going to find some people. We knew we were going to find some people. We're in Tilted. Tilted's a hot area. And so I was like, son, I need AR ammo. I think at this point I had like very little AR ammo. But yeah, this was an absolute blast. He can hear the NPC and he was like, are they good for anything? And I told him, like, hey, you can hire them if you want to. I was like, I don't think we need to. And he's like, nah, Dad, I'm gonna do it. I think it'd be good to have a third person. It's like, all right, cool. So I don't know if the guy helped at all, like as far as in the sense of causing damage, but if anything, he did provide a distraction. And so we definitely utilized that to our advantage there. And I'm telling you, like, it was a quest for AR ammo. It was such a pain in the butt. All we wanted was like, hey, we need ammunition so we could fight. Like, we had sniper ammo. That was never an issue. Like, sniper was not a problem. So I was like, all right, son, we need to get over here. We need to start making things happen. And something told me to go back. I was like, all right, you know, whenever you leave Tilted, you know, Tilted could be a hot zone. So I was like, all right, let me check. Let me see if there's any stragglers that I can go ahead and take shots at, you know, whatever the case is. So I'm taking wide. I'm going wide. I just want to check every area that I can, see if there's any stragglers behind, and just start, you know, doing damage, start doing work. And then my son was like, Dad, I think I see some people over here. I was like, all right, cool, let's go. My son was making some like genius calls, like some super genius calls. And I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't be more proud. I'm proud of him for this. And he was dancing, I think, for, I can't remember. I think it was an accidental damage or accidental dance push or whatever the case was. I was like, all right, well, let's go away. And he was trying to head like towards the middle island. I'm like, nah, man, we got to work the circle, the end circle here. You know, it's like, nah, we got to try this out. Cause we've always used to kind of like go gung ho and everything like that. And so my son, though, he calls out, he's like, hey, I see someone out in the distance. It's like, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and take shots. So I think I'll pop a shot here to get his attention. I don't know, my son did. And then I was like, all right, cool, bet. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him up. All right, bam. Bam. Took him out. That was Chopper right there. Sorry, Chopper, but me and my son, we was on a mission. You know what I'm saying? We was on a mission. At this point, this is the most kills I think I've ever received in a Fortnite game. And so I was already hype. I'm like, man, I'm ready to go. I turned my back for a second. My son was like, yo, Dad, there's someone right here. I'm like, cool, bet. Pow, 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 pow. There we go. And then that storm started coming and started ticking. I always freak out when it comes to the storms. I don't know what it is about Battle Royale games, but I can never like stay calm during that time. I'm always got to be like, you know, freaking things out. So here we're looking at, you know, trying to look at whatever weapons we could possibly get. And I picked up the weapons, picked up the shield, and I was gonna drink it. And he was like, Dad, I need a shield. I was like, where you at? He was at the same number. I was at 70. I was like, you know what? Let me do the dad thing. I was like, son, here, take that. I would rather be the one to take the shots and go down first before anything. And he was like, oh man, thanks, Dad. I'm like, man, you my son. We're supposed to look after each other for that. I started hearing shots. I'm like, you know what? It's go time. So what I did is I started scanning. I was like, okay, I gotta find these people. I saw a dude in the distance right there. I was like, bet, yo, let me get this guy's attention. He stops, stands still. I guess he wanted to die. That's the only explanation I could make, right? And then I think I noticed that there's people over to the right somewhere. I was like, nah, I didn't see them. All right, cool. You know what? Let's go ahead and head on back over to, let's head over to the left. I think I was telling my son we should head over to the left at this point. And so I was thinking, okay, let me go back and hit the water, go grab something. I noticed that storm was about to close in. I'm like, nope. It's time to head in, So we hop into the lake or whatever. And we're like, you know what? We're going to hop over here. I think by the time I land here, I noticed that there's someone over to the right. I'm like, oh, hey, this guy's trying to, you know, get a little quick, trying to have a little snipe contest. I'll tell you right now, I sucked. I did awful. I could not hit my shots for anything. And then, like, he just kept trying to snipe. And then I think he gets me with a solid shot placement. It's either him or the person to the right. No, it was him. It was definitely him. And I noticed how much damage that boy did. I was like, nope. Heal up. That NPC got gangsta with them, though. He's like, nah, we gonna go ahead and handle our business. we noticed that they're starting to come in. I was like, all right, game time, let's go. And so I was like, all right, bet. So I tried to take a little bit wider of approach to see what's up. My son said, Dad, yo, they're landing right over there. I was like, all right, man, this was a little bit of a crunch time. My son, I don't think he went down, but he almost did. He took some serious damage here. Went over here, our NPC goes down here, right? I'm like, bet, let me go ahead and mop this guy up real quick. I switched over to this. I was like, nah, let me light him up. Then we noticed that's going into the storm, and I'm like, man, I need this stuff. Thank God that the person who I just killed there, he had ammo. I was like, I saw that gold. I was like, you know what? I'll take a little bit of tick damage just to get that gold weapon. My son, on the other hand, he's sitting in there trying to take this much damage. I'm like, boy, don't do that. We gotta heal up. And so I was like, let me heal up real quick. And I aim towards him, get him healed up. I'm like, son, the storm's about to close in. Like, edit, get us out of here. He's like, what? I was like, you gotta edit us out. And so, like, he edited us out like last second. I thought we were gonna be toast, because man, if that storm would have closed in, game over. Right? It would have been a game over situation. Sorry for hitting that. We notice these people are building, and this is the final squad at this point. We notice that they're building, right? And I'm sitting here like, man, they're about to, they got high ground. They got the high ground, Anakin. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use these trees to my advantage, and I'm gonna pop shots. Boom. Take a couple shots there, broke the shields. And then I see the other guy to the left. I'm like, all right, yo, bet. There you go. I got something for you too. Made him duck down. But let me utilize my cover to go over here. I was like, all right, cool. They start building out. I'm like, nah, we ain't playing this game. I'm not getting into no build battle. Bet. I'm just gonna chop you down. Chop down all their foundation. And I was for sure thought they were gonna try to drop down and get us. They didn't. And so when we finally broke their final foundation, this was it. This is where it's like, all right, you know what? It's over right here. I was like, pulled out the weapons. It's game time. Boom. Dropped him. Drop this person, right? This person gets to drop on my son, right? While I'm reloading. I said, nah. Right there. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was the first victory royale for me and my son as a team. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. Couldn't be happier. Really couldn't be happier. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for having some fun with us. And we will see you around another time. Peace out.